Hi everyone, my name is Javier Castillo. This is the activity number one, quality video of the process for certification the software. Okay, now this part, the software maturity level, the software maturity level in software development refers to the ability of an organization to manage its process effectively and adapt to change in the technological environment. As an organization reaches a higher level of maturity, it has the ability to plan, build, test, improve its software and application more efficiently. The software development process is iterative, iterative and requires continuous cycles of planning, building, and testing. Maturity in this context means having the ability to adjust and improve this process based on experience and change in the environment. Maturity implies the ability to constantly redefine process and adapt to new technologies and change rather than following a rigid plan. Mature organizations understand that software development is a dynamic process and are um, willing to continually adjust and improve. Measuring the level of maturity in software development involves evaluating organization ability to manage change and adapt to new circumstances. This involves having measurement systems and process in place that allow the organization to understand and manage change effectively. In short, idea, maturity in software development means having the ability to adapt and continually improvise process in response to change in technological environment and business needs. It is an indicator of an organization ability to manage change, effectivity, and remain competitive in a constant evolving market. Okay. In this part, now we will see the maturity levels, five levels in this part, essentials for the understand this part. The first level is the initial processing unpredictable, poorly controlled and reactive. That is something probability controlled. Level two, managed. You see application to projects. Level three, define. This level is the part of proactive. Level four, quantitatively management and control of all process. And last level, L5, optimizing, focus on process improvement, summary set in continuous environment. Okay. Now, the characteristics of the software process evaluation model SPICE. The SPICE, in short word, is software process improvement and capability determination. This software process evolution model is a widely recognized framework used in the software development industry to evaluate and improve the maturity and capability of process related to software engineer. Uh, SPICE was developed to address the need to establish standards and best practice in software development, allowing organizations to continually evaluate and improve their process to achieve greater efficiency and quality in the delivery of software production and service. The SPICE model is complete based on a series of standards and reference models, such as ISO IEC 12207, international standard for the software lifecycle, and ISO IEC 15504 is also known as software process evaluation model or SPICE, and CMMI capability maturity model integration, among others. These standards provide common frameworks for evaluating and improving software process, as well as objective criteria for measuring the maturity and capability of such process. Uh, space or spice will have the 5 levels that we saw previously, and as characteristics as follows. In the right space of the image, uh, I see the 5 items. Focus, the spice focus on evaluating uh, is the improving software development process in an organization using a structured framework to identify, evaluate, and continually improve process related to software engineer. Second, second step or second characteristic, model based SPICE is based on software process reference models such as ISO EEC 12207 and other relevant standards. Multidimensional approach science it evaluates software process from multiply dimensions, including project management, software engineering, among others. For characteristic is flexibility, allow the selection of the process to be evaluated, as well as the choice of reference models. And other characteristic is continuous improvement oriented. It provides a structured approach to identify areas of improvement and set goals for the future growth. Now, SPICE focuses on evaluating a win range process related to software development, maintenance, and management, including projects management, requirements, engineering, design, implementation, testing, configuration management, quality, and other relevant aspects. The evaluation process in SPICE involves collecting data on the organization process, and the SPICE software process evaluation model is a comprehensive and flexibility framework that enables organizations to continually evaluate and improve their software development process to achieve greater efficiency, quality, and customer satisfaction. Okay, in this part, a structure of ISO EEC 15504, also known as SPICE, defines a generic framework for evaluating the capability of software process. It is made up of a series of relevant part science. They establish a common reference model for process evaluation composed by 6 steps. Uh, in the left level or step 0 is incomplete. Step 1, perform it. Step 2, manage it. Step 3, establish it. Step 4, predictable. And last step 5, optimizity. The reference or difference more. SPICE is a specific framework for the software process improvement, while ISO EX 15504 is a generic standard that defines a common reference model for evaluating the capability of software process. SPICE is based on software process reference model such as ISO EX 1220 to 7, while ISO EX 15504 provides a generic framework that can be applied to different contexts and reference models. SPICE focuses on continuous improvement of software process, while ISO EX 15504 focuses on evaluating the capability of software process in terms of process attributes and capacitability levels. Uh, Three steps essentials in the right of the presentation is a evaluation process, describes the process involved in evaluating the capability of software process. Process attributes defines a set of attributes that characterize the capacity of a software process in different dimensions, such as performance management capacity, organizational capacity, among others. Compatibility levels establish degrees of maturity and capability of a software process from incomplete to optimized. Step 0, incomplete, such 5 step optimizing. Okay, in this part, process of the software lifecycle, ES O 12207. The ISO EX 12207 is an international standard that establishes a framework for the software lifecycle and defines processes related to the development, maintains, and management of software. Here is a concrete and specific description of the software lifecycle process according to ISO 12207. In the center, the graphic represents a software development lifecycle in 6 steps essentials for the lifecycle of software. The step initial is planning. Planning is this stage. Project objectives are established. Customer needs are identified, and it is determined whether the software will be architect externally or development internally. The project plans and sources are defined, as well as the resource necessary to carry it out. In the second step is analysis. This part is software development requirements. In this stage, the software requirements are called and analyzed. The functionalities that the software must fulfill are identified and documented. The third step, design, the software development design. Here, they analyze requirements and translate into a technical design of the software. The system architecture, components, among others, design artifacts are defined. Step 4 is the implementation, software development implementation. In this stage, the software code is written and tested based on the design prepared earlier. Okay, in the next step 5, testing and integration. In this stage, these are performed to verify that the software meets the specific requirements and to validate that it meets the user's needs. Of course, last unit tests are carried out. And the last step maintains. This stage covers the post-delivery phase of the software, where updates, bug fixes, and changes are made in response sharing requirements. These six steps represent an adaptation of the software lifecycle process according to ISO EEC 12207, organized to reflect the common stage uh, of software development. The last, this is my bibliographic reference, and no more. Thank you, and see you next time.